Okay, let's check if we're here. Yep, it looks good. Yeah, that's a little bit better. Okay. Do I actually need any? I don't think I really need any kind of inputs or anything else. What the hell's my chat feed on here? There we go. And enough of that out already. Even the 8-ball's not feeling it. Hey, Jedi, how's it going? And CJ, and Michael, and Akamadi, and Speedy. That's more people than I expected for trucking, honestly. I already slept for I already slept 4.5 hours, so I'm in pretty good shape. Apparently the Twitch manager stopped having chat on it for some reason. Which is really, really stupid. Because that's kind of one of the key things it does. Okay. Let's see. I know we started this game. Their response is probably something along the lines of, well, you're not really paying us a lot of money for mobile, so what do you want? Let's see. Where the hell did I put the game? There we are. Mike is speaking? Okay. Let's see. That should be a little better. All right. Catch you later, Speedy. Beautiful. I was trying to see if I have a working set of pedals, and I really do not. Because that would be, pretty nice here. Let's see. Level 3. Indeed. We got the first 3 levels on the last time we played this, so we can keep playing it. Do. That looks like an interesting drive. Phoenix to New Mexico. Yeah, this pays a decent bit better. Okay. I love that you're just Oh, I already took a job apparently. Now let's see if I set up let's see if I remember how I set up the controls. Well, you can buy. I'm starting European Truck Simulator instead. Okay, so those are the turn signals. Horn, very important. I do have European Truck Sim 1 and 2 actually. Yeah, may as well. I have wanted to get better at this kind of thing, so that would be cool. What the? Oh, okay. 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 And we already hit something. I think we concluded last stream I should just use automatic shifting. I mean, hell, Trucker recommended it given the fact that I don't actually have a clutch. Transmission. Automatic. Okay. Controls. No, well, let me turn those. Okay. And we hit it twice. Okay. There we go. Okay. Okay. We're managing this. It would help if I was pointed more forward so I could actually, use a better line of reference for when we're turning. Booth! Be nice, I'm new. Oh shit, this is a train. I'm still coming out the back. Not like that. How in the hell are you supposed to manage this? Let's see, V is it V for view? Sure, why not? Oh, it's GTA style forward reversey. And we're still hitting that wall. Huh, neat. Hey, Drewsy's thrown in for the 3D trilogy. I think I missed a bunch of people who did it right away, but thank you all. OG all the way. We've been practicing OG. Ah! Trucker would tell me this is the most realistic frustration I've ever had in my life. That I'm annoyed that they had a really tiny, like they had a really tiny yard opening, right? And expected me to get a damn train out it. Hey, Post is here. How's it going? Oh, you know, just a normal Tuesday night, driving a giant ass road train. Okay, there we go. That's going better. I don't know. I'm having a good time, chilling out. It's been a long time. Well, we started playing this like 2 or 3 months ago, and I figured, you know what? Fuck it. Tuesday night trucking. It should be fun. Chili. That sounds like a good time. The diff is locked? Yeesh. A little bit of Euro Truck Sim, pretty relaxing, but it got pretty monotonous. Yeah, I enjoy it. Honestly, I enjoy this game more when you're doing something else at the same time, you know? They'll just give you a ticket they'll just give you a ticket, like the little screen to the side will just show that I got a ticket instead of my map. Oh, man. I did put out the schedule for this weekend, or rather, the menu as we call it. Ah, shit. Beside a train is the worst place to stop, Prius. I did vodka drink. I did whiskey drink. I did all the drink. Neat. I didn't know that. Yeah, I mean, to be fair, there is lots of times IRL someone will try and screw you over like that, right? So at least, I mean, it's realistic. I've never been out to the West Coast yet. There you go. Cruise is set to 60. Oh man, and you know it's the amazing thing with how big the U.S. is, right? That the West Coast is like 8 countries away by European standards, right? I mean, you can obviously fly there, but it's not you know, like it's like, oh well, it's in the same country. Yeah, it is, but you know, it's that doesn't necessarily mean you're actually gonna, you know, be able to just quickly get there. But I'd love to get out there and see stuff. Freaking way station. Oh, you can bypass it. Nice. But what was I gonna say? Yeah, there's a lot of even this country I haven't seen before, and it'd be nice to get out to see some places. I'm hoping to get to at least the East Coast this year. You need to get west of Chicago. Yeah. For me too, I need to get east of Cleveland, which is not even that far east. Oh god. For a weekend. Wouldn't go there now. Yeah. I like the thing is, especially like someone's brought, like I've heard many times about, especially New York, is it's like any other American city, right? Like it just acts and feels like just a normal American city. It's just everything is more expensive. GTA 4 map IRL. We do not have time for you slow walkers. I think the biggest city I've ever seen is Toronto. And I really liked it. Ooh, that's pretty. Yeah, well, especially from Michigan, right? That's kind of a that's kind of that Toronto isn't that far from here, right? And the falls. So it's a large city that just happens to be somewhat nearby. Hmm, that does look nice. So I did like it there, and would definitely like to go back. Red light. Way overbraked on that. See, this is what one of the reasons I'd love to have an actual pedals. I was looking at my old flight sim pedals, which are over 10 years now old now, and the cord is absolutely screwed. So now I got to go figure out how to get a damn cord for that. But- I'm also thinking of like I think the cities I was thinking of was more like some of the Carolinas and Philadelphia. There we go. Back to 35. If I get a red light when my ass is in there. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. There we go. Oh, I discovered a new viewpoint. I figured I got a ticket for something stupid. I think we might be headed to Bend. I don't remember. Rocks. Yeah, I think, judging by the waypoint sign, we are on the way to Bend. 55 feels really fast on these roads. Ah, well, what are you going to do? Ooh, a combine. I hear the truth needs one. You know, you gotta admit, when you look at San Andreas' storyline, Truth and the Torino were like the weirdest bits of it. Absolutely wonderful, but completely weird. Okay. The prior one. Yeah, I know that was a what the fuck is his name? Oops. Oop. Break. Text. Get in your lane. Set the cruise. Let's see. It was Hot Demon by Corpse. Yeah, we just got a ticket. Just throw that on the removed songs channel on Discord if you would. And I'll remember to go get rid of it. Yeah. It did hit me before the song changed at least. So, yeah, just throw it on Discord if you don't mind. If nothing else, I'm trying to keep tabs on which songs were actually removed so that we they don't get put back on later. Cuz it's a pretty crap feature if you can. Yes. He's also a singer. And he was the one singing that. Anyway, yeah. So I'm just trying to keep tabs on these, just so if nothing else, then when a song actually gets pulled, you're aware of it. Hey, Michael's thrown in for the 3D challenge. I always wonder if I'm going to say the second challenge, but I know it's funnier if I do, so I just do it. Do 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 do. Ooh, that sunset looks nice. Oh, it was just a 10 mile an hour for that junction. Headlights is lights. Yeah, okay, the trailer lights are on, so I think we're on. Saving. Oh boy. That angle was scary looking. Like he's coming right for me. There we go. There's some headlights. Oh, I think I know. Isn't that the Snake River Bridge? I think isn't that one fairly famous with this abandoned one next to it? Oh boy, don't try it. You know, as a kid, I did not get that line. Okay, there we go. That's how we turn off high beams. L turns your lights on or off, but K turns your brights on or off. Bend, Oregon. This road feels a little big for, 45. Seriously, why is this 45? We're going to, I think, Kymeth Falls? I do not know how to say that even slightly. Be fair, Michigan pronunciation is just as stupid. I'm just used to it. This even looks cool at night. Kalameth? Is that close? Closer? Still completely wrong? We just passed through Bend a moment ago. And we are on South 97, it looked like. It's funny to me because, like, IRL, I will never not know what road I'm on, right? Whereas here it's like, I'm following the red arrow. I mean, lots of people do that shit in real life, right? Like, what road are you on? I don't know. Oh, shit. I actually had a friend get lost in downtown Detroit in a car for like 2 hours because her phone wasn't like syncing to GPS correctly. And I was just confused because downtown is like 2 square miles tops. So accordingly, I was like, how do you get lost for 2 hours and 2 square miles? Like, did you cross a freeway or were you just bouncing around to downtown and like changing directions constantly? Like, you didn't recognize Woodward, Michigan, Gratiot, anything? No. Okay. It just, I mean, I understand this is one of those things where human brains are just all wired different, right? But it just astounds me, like, can live a place that long and not be aware of that kind of, like, just basic geography and interconnections of it. Random lights. Oh, right, for the rest area. That's always like, yeah, you get that IRL too, right? Where it's like you're on a freeway that's not lit, and just a couple random lights here and there to mark something or another. I mean, it makes sense, but it's just kind of weird. We're getting relatively close, I think. It's time. It looked like times on the same system as GTA 4, where where 2 seconds equals a minute. Supposed to the 3D era where 1 second equals a minute, which seemed like a reasonable compromise. Then you have an hour every 2 minutes. Poland for a weigh inspection. Ah, bah humbug. £93,000. That's a lot. There's a lot of whatever the hell's in the back of this thing. Oh, I like the song. Hey, there we go. Weed and San Francisco next, right? Well, how can you not go to that pairing? Ah, shit, I need a left. Legal shit about to happen. There's no way in hell I'm turning this thing around. Hi, state police. I'm not across 3 lanes. You're across 3 lanes. My turn signal's on. What are you complaining about? I would never survive this type of crap when driving a real truck. Tacos do sound good. Do, 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 do. They do make this. I'm surprised they managed to make this look good at night. Honestly, that's a hard thing to do. Like with the faint outlines of mountains and whatnot around. Well, that's probably just a hill, but we don't really have either of those here in that kind of size or variety, so works well enough for me. Hey, post thrown in for the 3D challenge. We are in good shape to do that at the end of this month. And my GTA 3 time is down to 209, so that's, still bad, but getting there. I need to start learning duping, but I also have a challenge running this month with Formidable that on how fast or like how like who can get the lowest dupeless time for 3. So, you want to do that, but I also should eventually learn to do some basic dupes. If nothing else, skipping Mike Lip's last lunch would be nice. And that one random one where you have to go like shoot those dudes. Could be any mission. Yeah. I lost a run on Sunday to we are going way too fast. I lost a run on Sunday to bonking the car on something. Because by the time you go and pay and spray, you're kind of screwed. So yeah, it would definitely be nice to be able to skip that whole nonsense. Taking out the laundry, yeah, that one, and the one where you get to go like shoot the Chinese mafia leaders, right, in the 3 places. I know you do pass that one too. Though I still am really struggling with the pickup. Just because they get really up close and personal with you immediately, and it's really hard to survive, eh? Even with the shotgun, if you don't get good hits immediately, you're kind of screwed. Yeah, I know it's just a matter of like knowing how to do it, but yeah, man. We're doing that tomorrow, so that's exciting. I think I'm going to start doing this pretty regularly on Tuesdays, though. So, yeah, it's given that it's April, I'm pushing harder right now for more hours because this is the month I'm trying to beat the January record, so I'm willing to do some midweeks, but I definitely think GTA 3 on a weeknight should be interesting and exciting and fun and horrifying and all those other things, and we're on the wrong side of the road. There's a 40 limit. Lakeview. Back of truck. Down to 25. Hey, look, we're here. Barely. And another frickin' speeding ticket. I am tempted to learn all missions eventually, though. Not like to do super regularly, but like, it sounds like fun to do a couple times for a laugh. Though the vehicle missions seem like a unique circle of hell. I mean, who doesn't love the various collect the packages off the side of a really steep hill missions? Those are exciting. Do not T-bone the Audi. Okay, where the hell is this place now? Right after the tracks. Dry fruits delivered from Yakima to Lakeview. Ooh, and almost a full level of experience. Let's see. Just in time delivery. We'll take a point in that. Fragile cargo does not seem a good idea with my current driving ability. Quick job. Let's see what we got for options. Let's see what we have in the Southwest. Hmm. Hmm. Let's see, to Santa Maria. That could work. Yeah, let's do that. I think this is a single trailer. We will find out when we turn. Hey, Dirty Hoosier with 400 bits. Wow. Holy crap, thank you. Okay. Yeah, single trailer. That's nice in comparison. Trip economy, 2.7 miles per gallon. Good grief. To be fair, it's worse when you're pulling out of a yard, obviously, but still. Day cab. I am not seeing the cruise displayed in here at all. To be fair, oh, right. There's a lot of older cars that didn't even do that. Hell, my last car didn't. It just, you had cruise, and you had to basically keep tabs on where it was. Whereas my current one has a digital display, so it'll just tell you what your cruise is set to. East 10. Thanks to the CGP Gray video, I know that's the southernmost east-west highway. Don't drive drunk. I mean, it's good advice, right? Out of the left lane, you. It's interesting that the logos, like those centerpieces on the truck, basically line up with where the right line should be when I'm positioned correctly. I'm sure that's got to be an intentional design choice. Trying to figure out what the steps on the accelerator are. I think they're like 2.5 miles an hour, or for the cruise, but I'm not entirely sure. Oh boy, consider putting on the brakes. Didn't. So 2 clicks should be 55. 2 more clicks should be 60. Maybe it's fives? I am not sure. That was exit 1, so I think this is the state line. Maybe? Colorado River. It would be cool to see if it wasn't, you know, the middle of the fucking night. And I think we're in California. Yep. Do, 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 do. Desert Center, Rice Road. There we go. 55 miles an hour. Gas station. Oh, God. I figured they would have filled up the damn truck appropriately. Now to see if we don't run out of gas. 2022 memes be like. Yeah, it's on me for not checking. And that's just a boring rest stop. Let's look at the map and see how screwed we are. Okay, there's gas coming up here in a second. Left click to or right click to drag is certainly a weird choice. It's interesting that it looks like I drove a complete loop almost, minus one little section between San Diego through Arizona and back to L.A. Well, we will drive to L.A. at least. We're not there yet. That one and some more up north. And the rest of the country does not exist yet. I like. Oh, right. Prim is right on the edge. Ask me what game I know that from, right? Here we go. Should have enough gas to get there, I'm hoping. Should be only like a couple miles. Yeah. It always amazes me how freaking big this country is. And I mean, obviously, this is a scaled down version of it. But even then, it's still massive. Hi, Loomis. Let's see. Go a little faster, but I don't want to push it with the low fuel mileage. Should I get off here and get gas right at that spot? They're both about the same distance. Yeah, there it is. I can see it on the map. And the other problem of getting off would involve having to accelerate up to speed again. Oh, it's a Citgo. I mean, that's a logo that is supposed to look kind of like a Citgo, right? And totally does from a distance. Press and hold the following button to fill the fuel tank. There we go. Full tank, happy truck. Sunrise. And a wind farm. 555 divorce. I've never seen one of those IRL, but I've heard those are prolific in other states where you just get giant ass ads for divorce companies. Ooh, foothills. Ooh, left lane. High limits. I have a chess cat for some reason. Scenic side trip to San Diego? I mean, it's an option. That is a high overpass. Not really high, but long. You're soft today. Ten west to LA. Ah, shit, that's an exit lane. There we go. Yes, cat. Oh man, we hit hard. I'll have to watch that because I did not think we were that close. Yeah, well, we screwed up. Eating or watching or both. Hmm. How's it going tonight, Astoria? We were up in Oregon earlier. I'm doing good. I'm doing good. Chilling with some truck sim after work. Visit service. I don't want to visit service. That railing shouldn't have been there. Engine died. Map. Oh, there's a service place coming up. Okay, we're just gonna limp there. It's impressive no one's hit me yet, though, honestly. So we're getting off an Oxnard to get the truck fixed. LA and Malibu. I'm pretty sure LA has a bigger exit than that. Can't get any speed up in this thing. Careful. Steep grades. Joy. I got a truck that doesn't like accelerating and steep grades. Lisa's downhill? I know. We're trying to get to the service station. How is that a red light violation? And who put a lamppost right at the corner? There we go. World map. Oh, it's at the neck. Okay, we're going to have to swing around. Okay. Go that way to go the wrong way down a freeway. Sounds exciting. Certainly more interesting than not doing it. There's literally no one to oppose me on a right here. I always like it when they put an always on red right arrow for that. So you can just turn no matter what. When there's not actually traffic to oppose you. As opposed to that where you do have to stop legally. Nah, that's a throwback. Actually, I have no idea what's playing. Ah! Oh! Just watch for a sudden train to appear, and all this absurdity. Engine. All right, we're all fixed up. Now watch me hit it on something again, right? I'm not sure if my steering wheel isn't responsive or just that the truck isn't all that responsive. Okay. So we only have to go a little bit further. So I don't think there's any like rural stretches of highway between LA and Santa Maria. Marina Barrier is at a truck service station. I mean, unless they really like that barrier. Well, they shouldn't have put it there then. I mean, clearly if you're visiting the truck repair center, you're not things aren't going well for you already, so it seemed like a logical place to get your crap rammed. All right. Back onto freeway. Yeah, this whole rural area would be in the middle of LA, I'm thinking. I'm doing good. I'm doing good. We're just chilling out with a little bit of truck sim. Just, having a relaxing time. Mostly. Except for when the truck sim, wants to be terrible. But, most of that's just down to the fact that I'm not good at this yet. I try my best to not blame games when I'm the one who sucks. Okay, we want. Okay, there we go. That's an intimidating intersection. And a raw edge of concrete on a freeway. You would never do that. It's how people die. Because despite all the modern car safety regulations, hitting a blank edge of concrete like that at 80, you're dead. That's why most of them are designed so that you either can't catch like a clean edge or there's like some kind of crash prevention mechanism on them. Because, dying isn't fun. Whereas this game, for some reason, just has like that, just edge of concrete. I cannot see those lines on concrete. Ooh, a train. A wonderful view of the Pacific. And a wonderful view of some asshole in the driving like 50 miles an hour. Fine, that's pretty normal. Random condos. Ooh, the mountains. A little tunnel. For only one side of the road, though. I know those exist IRL, but they're always kind of weird that you only needed one tunnel. Ooh. Guardrail. And we're doing 70 and a 55. Santa Maria, half mile. Again, I am not buying that this is in the middle of the countryside. They're like this that are 55. This is a truck speed. This is a freeway, but California I think has a 55-mile-an-hour truck speed limit. Michigan I believe is 60, 65. I think it's 65 on the sections of rural freeway that do 75. But I appreciate the rise in seven, and that happened a couple of years ago here. That for at least passenger cars, we went from 70 to 75 on rural freeways. Nice mountains. Or there's anything like that. I could not tell you. Let's try and park this sucker correctly. Okay, where do you need this thing? It's not that bad. Well, this is going to be a little bit of a pain in the rear. Okay, swing the tail. We're getting. Go a little further. Eh, Trucker, who hangs out here all fairly regularly, will happily point out that the split speed limit is actually more dangerous, and I believe him honestly. Hey, Astoria threw in for the challenge. We're going about 75% on that one, I believe. Okay, that's better. Okay. Ugh, shit. Okay, straighten out. That trailer is in so much in the way. Turning your head is not going to help you. Wagon. Okay. I think that's still a couple feet off my nose, but Ooh, got it. We got it. We're around the stupid trailer. Hey, we did it. Minus $846 in damage penalty. I can deal with that. And we made level 5. We'll do another point in high value for now. Okay. See. We should try and do some. Let's do something out of Vegas. Now that I'm seeing what's kind of been marked off. Oh, it's Santa Maria, not Santa Monica. My bad. Santa Monica's down in here. Okay, I was confused earlier. Like, Santa Monica is not in the middle of the countryside. Okay. Quick job. Let's see. Route length. That's about where we just were. To Tucson. That looks fun. To Reno. That is incredibly short. To Flagstaff or to Phoenix. The office supplies weigh half as much. That's kind of a nice difference. Been abroad. I know way too much about the Vegas area. Looked at maps several times for VTM. What's VTM again? That pays twice as much. I guess we're going to Phoenix. I've looked into it a lot for New Vegas. Vampire the Masquerade. Oh, it's a vampire D&D. That's certainly different. That sounds cool. So we are in Vegas now. You can tell by all the palm trees. Office spaces available. Okay. Make a left. Apparently there was a casino behind me. Volvo Lane. Pyramid. Either we're in Egypt, Memphis, Tennessee, or Vegas. At least those are the only places I can think of that have pyramids. Though the pyramid in Memphis, Tennessee is a weird story if there ever was one. Because they tried to build a basketball venue in there. That didn't work out and it's now a giant Bass Pro Shops. Because, well, we're Memphis on a big river. We should have a pyramid. Flopped. I've discovered a recruitment agency. But I don't even work for me yet. $5.15. No, that's anywhere near the long 15. Alright, I'm guessing the 5.15 is the ring road. One, I work in engineering, but I do have an architecture degree, which is kind of a strange background. But it is what it is. But like favorite piece of architecture, that's too broad of a category, Like it's like you almost have to break it down by era. But let's see. See if I can throw off some favorites. The New York Times building is one of my favorite like recent skyscrapers. Then there's like for ancient stuff, the Pantheon in Rome is amazing. The Roman Colosseum is also incredibly impressive. Um, that's really hard, right? Like, I mean, it's like, yeah, you can do like, oh, you like music. What's your favorite song? To be clear, I don't have a favorite song either, really. Just, I have a bunch of songs I like, you know what I mean? But, yeah, I guess those would be the first ones I would give off the top of my head. And honestly, for like houses, I'm more of a fan of like just like a more actually just like quiet like ranch style or something. Most of the showy like most of the famous houses in architecture in any particular direction are kind of obnoxious. Another cool one for in a different genre is Crown Hall in Chicago, which is just a giant open concept college building, which I always thought was really cool. Yeah, exactly. It's 3,000 years old and it's fine. And I mean the Colosseum would be fine if it had had some basic maintenance over the years, right? If nothing else, the other thing too is like unreinforced steel or concrete, like both of those are, is incredibly durable. Because one of the things that's often complained about is modern concrete with corroding and everything else. Yeah, it's because we have to use reinforcement. The steel inside the concrete rusts, and it'll eventually break down in 50 to 100 years. If you can manage to use enough unreinforced concrete, and I mean huge amounts of unreinforced concrete, then your stuff will probably last forever. Just by the nature of what it is. And also, just like ancient Rome is amazing for the level of engineering, right? Of working water and sewage systems in a city for 4 to 2,000 years before us. Mind you, the way they did it is horrifying, but the accomplishment is also kind of cool. For sale. The whole bridge? I always wanted to own a bridge. I'm also just a giant nut for all kinds of like infrastructure systems. So like a well done subway system is also really gets my intrigue. London and Tokyo probably the winners for that. What's sad is New York has a really extensive system and one of the best ones in North America. Well, probably the best one in North America, but they're so behind on upkeep that it's just not somewhere you really want to be. And they had almost fixed it. Do I need to go to port of entry? Boo. Thank you for your cooperation. Subway system. Pandemic Games had a line about London being an infected sponge on top of a pile of Swiss cheese. I also played what was it? Not Killing Floor. Killing Floor 1, I think it was, had an absolutely disgusting London Underground level. Because the game was set in London. Largely. That was a fun game. It's one of those where playing with randoms isn't my scene, but it's fun when you get some friends going with it. Ooh, and make a left with the giant truck. It's a reasonably sized truck on it this time. I'm trying to think. It would be fun. Like we might. I think multi GTA is probably the best option for that. But like to actually get some like group games going together. You know what I mean? Car, you could have done anything else and it would have been better. To be fair, that's a pretty realistic driver behavior. Mhm. Andy Devine Avenue. I think that port of entry means we're probably in Arizona now. $75. The world's most happy cattle. Wickensburg and Phoenix in 2 miles. Are we going to Phoenix? I think we're going to Phoenix. Hey, you could have given me a little bit more room, old truck. Fuel check, bad check, we're good to go. So we don't pull last time where I ran out of gas, or came very close to running out of gas. That wasn't great. Don't drive drunk. Drive hammered, get nailed. I would say those signs are humorous, but they do exist in real life. Have they ever successfully stopped someone from drinking? No fucking idea. $65 on a 2-lane. Sounds exciting. The scenery is beautiful. Do, 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 do. Diverting junction. And you do have this where this roads randomly turn from freeway style to highway style. Big Sandy River. I buy it. How many people die from driving related incidents? 50,000. How many die from drinking? 20,000. And driving? 5,000. I'm not taking any chances. Yeah, it is impressive the number of accidents are a result of someone drinking and driving. When the vast majority of the population is not drunk at the wheel. Hi, Loomis. He wants to cuddle. Always these cliff faces from having to cut the road out. Cliff face. Holy crap. Just a random ass canyon. Is that a Volt? That looks a lot like one. I don't know if I've ever seen one in that color. Pretty sure right the wall goes self-driving. Yeah, but it's going to take a lot more testing and safety assurances than he's been willing to put in so far. Because, like, humans suck at driving, right? So I don't think it's a huge bar for an AI to be able to drive better than us. But there needs to be a lot more quality testing on it, I think. And also there's a lot of legal issues that have got to be worked out. Like, if you're the one sitting at the wheel and the car is driving and an accident happens, who's liable? I believe Tesla's solving the problem by just being liable insurance wise for anything that happens while self-driving. But that's not going to work out long term, I don't think. I definitely think, as I say, it'll happen eventually. But I don't think it's going to be an immediate thing. And quite frankly, I'm cool with it. Because the vast majority of driving is pretty freaking dull. You're roundabout in a truck. This should be fun. Traffic cone guy? That's gotta be based on something IRL. That is a Volt. I'm on the median. I mean, okay, here's the thing. Here's where I fundamentally disagree with Elon, okay? Where I think that self-driving is a great idea. Like full self-driving, right? But I don't think it should be full it should be the hybrid self-driving where the car is driving but might ask you to take control and gets confused, that kind of thing. Because in my mind, that's a recipe for disaster, because the moment humans aren't paying full attention to the road, it's going to be really bad if you ask one to take control. So, if it's like full safe self-driving, right? Why would you need a license? It's not expected you'll ever intervene. So, that I think could be the thing. Hell, make it so you can just take the steering wheel off, right? And just put it on if you actually want to be able to engage manual mode. I can tell you on a daily basis, I'd be pretty content. Like, I don't know. I don't mind driving, to be clear. But on the other hand, if I just jumped in the car and it just went where I asked it to go, I would be fine with that. My life would not be significantly reduced by not having the experience of driving to the grocery store, you know? But I'm not sold on the hybrid approach. And that's what Tesla's currently at, and I question. Now, I am I am nearly 30, and I'm willing to admit that I am quite often old man shaking fist at cloud. But I'm not convinced yet until someone can, thoroughly convince me, So if nothing else, you hear all the stupid stories of someone driving a Tesla by shoving an orange in the wheel so that it'll trip it up to think you're actually holding the wheel, right? That kind of thing. Which means I guess I feel like we're evoking the too much potential for stupid. Maybe it's a gateway because people are scared of the robots. I think it's no. I think what I think it is. It's a gateway because they're not 100% convinced the tech can just drive safely in 100% of scenarios, which is what's required. So what they're just saying is, yeah, we should be good almost all the time, but we might need you to help. And like, there's been some videos of like a Tesla like immediately dropping self-driving and putting the driver into a pretty interesting situation to try and get out of, right? That's the kind of thing that makes me concerned about the hybrid approach. Because I think everyone, like, that's another thing that's gotten argued about, right? Is that Tesla is selling self-driving, right? Which is, it drives, but you have to assist it, or like it's assisted driving or something, where like it'll make lane changes and it'll do all your driving on the freeway, but you still have to do some driving. That kind of thing, right? Where it's this weird hybrid situation where they want to use the term self-driving, but I argue if you asked a person 10 years ago what self-driving meant, right, they would imply complete driving of the vehicle by the machine. And I would agree with that definition. So, that's all my point is, I guess. Red light. Thud. Hey, look, we already went the other direction on this highway. You can tell by the GPS is lit up in yellow on roads I've already done. So we must be pretty close. Yeah, 36 miles. But I don't know. As I say, I like the idea of self-driving. Or even, like, if you just want to admit it, that self-driving on, on, like, controlled freeways. That's cool with me, too. That's where most of the long and annoying driving goes, right? It's just, I don't like this hybrid approach, so. I don't know. Or, like, I guess rural freeways, rural highways would also qualify, right? Where you just have a few entrances and stuff. But, like, I do understand why trying to do, like, local streets with self-driving would be very, very difficult to try and program for. So, I accept that part of it, at least. But 35th Avenue, 1 mile. I was watching a video by Road Guy Rob that Phoenix did not have freeways for the longest time because someone proposed a complete atrocity of a giant elevated freeway with really giant spiral roads. And like, yeah, looking at what they were proposing, I can totally buy why they didn't want them. That's one thing that did suck with, like, especially like the 50s to 70s, right? Is they had like, the freeways are the miracle of the future. Tear down everything you can think of. We need to build them faster and more of them. I'm like, ugh, don't. So much damage was done putting the freeway system as in. Like, there's a lot of areas that have not recovered and just have giant ass holes where the freeway is. Like 375 in Detroit's a prime example of where there's just a giant freeway going into downtown that just puts a giant division into the whole fabric of the city. And they tore up a large black neighborhood to put it in, But you know, joy. We are bitumen. Ah, we're in Phoenix. With the random skyscrapers, like, oh, Phoenix. It does suck that with the way Truck Sim is set up, you can't go like downtown anywhere. But I understand why stylistically the choice was maybe one, you're a truck, and two, it's not exactly easy to model all that. So it's easy. It's better just to do the countryside, really. Yeah, we'll just play it safe. I don't feel like trying to back into that area. Hey, Sarver, how's it going? There we go. I am just about to finish up for the day, actually. Show results now. Nice improvement on level 5. We started out as level 3 today. And decent amount of places are now lit up in yellow. With the work on New Mexico coming up, that's the only state now I haven't driven in period on this map pack. Yep, always just another day. Yeah, with the work on Washington and Oregon too. It's like there's a lot of areas that we're getting there. I think we're gonna keep doing this like maybe every other Tuesday. So I don't know. I had a good time. It's very different from what I normally stream, but it was fun. Your progress will be saved automatically. That message is always scary because when you had any kind of older game, it was always exit without saving your progress. Like, no, that's not what I had in mind. All right. Yeah, I'm gonna send you guys off to David. But yeah, I gotta go to bed. I'm gonna need a couple more hours of sleep and to get up in the morning. So that's okay. All right. Thanks for hanging out, guys. I will catch you tomorrow for GTA 3. Later. Yeah, sure. It was a good time. It's so weird just doing a couple hours though. All right. I'm kicking off. Later.